to no one.
I'm gonna start sharing.
Yes. Start sharing the video once you guys get on in. Let's do it. We're live. Let's do it.
Yes.
Hello to our one viewer. We are currently sharing the live, so go ahead and do that too. We're sharing the live, so if we're on our phones, that's what we're doing. We're trying to get everything started. Okay, let me put it. Oh wait, I'm not posting now. So I'll just put it on the screen because no. Okay, never mind. Hey everyone, let us know who you are, who is watching our live. We are currently sharing the live, so go ahead and do the same, please and thank you. We are live on YouTube and hashtag TheADuo. Alright, so can you send me the link, please? So let us know who is watching us, where you're watching us from, if you want, like drop whatever information you want. It's been literally not that long. When was the last time we posted?
I think it was like,
was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday that we last posted. But we're here. We took like a day break, but we're back, so we missed y'all. So let's go ahead and share this love.
so who are the two people that are here? We want to know.
That
We want to say hello.
let's see y'all.
These hairs are looking up. You guys like the new haircut? You guys saw it in the other video, but like it wasn't really a live stream.
Let me see who's here. Who's here? Who is here?
Okay, we got 3 people. We're going up. Going up. So we have 3 people and nobody has told us who you guys are.
Come on now. Alright, so I sense it's quite a bit of people. Sent it to literally everybody, so let me keep on sharing that.
4 people.
Why is my nose so stuffy? Goodness. You know, like when you sneeze a couple of times and it's just like, boom, it's stuffy. Like I was literally just appreciating how much I could breathe, but now whatever. 3 people and nobody told us who you guys are. Facts. Like Alicia, I freaking love the curly bob.
Thank you, boo.
All right.
I'm trying to get it out wide.
That's good. Anyways, I'm just kidding. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm Ara.
And I'm Alisa.
And we are TheADuo. So basically we wanted to start this live, one, because we haven't posted since Wednesday, and tomorrow is supposed to be our posting day, and we have video ideas, but we kind of want to see where everyone is at, like in the sense of what do you want to see, because with all this mess going on around the world, I want to come at you guys with something that you'd actually enjoy.
Okay, Pam.
Rather than just seeing something on YouTube because it's there. So we have a few ideas. Should I give them ideas of what we have, or should I just not? Like we have a video idea planned where sister does my makeup, and since she knows nothing about makeup, that would probably be a go or no.
We also have you saying yes to everything I do that. One of our subscribers actually gave us.
Yeah, but I don't know how good that's gonna go.
It's gonna go very good.
So yeah, we have quite a bit of ideas. In this live, we do have a lot to cover, as in, if you guys haven't seen our last video, it was about everything that's going on around the world and who we are making famous and whatnot. And we kind of spoke on how we are making George Floyd famous in a sense, without like knowing it.
And most of us didn't really know him.
Right, without taking into consideration, dang, we should be making another person famous, and that's definitely God, because it's the only one that deserves any of the fame. But yeah, I also have some fun. What is it called? Some fun, fun, extra info for y'all because it's not coming to me. So, as you guys know, I have been doing art since I was like in the womb. I've been painting my day away. So, I just recently, I finally finished the the artist logo. And so I've been doing some like little side hustle.
I'm sorry.
With art, and I have my art Instagram page. If you guys have not followed that, I'm gonna go ahead and type it. Y'all know a revival broke out at one of the protests, and people were getting baptized. Oh, Jesus Christ!
What happened?
She said a revival broke out at one of the protests, and people were getting baptized and everything. It's a bit wow. Hi, Jamatis. I'm gonna go ahead and type out my Instagram before I forget. Let me make sure. At Ada. Oh, why is it all caps? Ada underscore the underscore artist 1. So I've been doing like a little side hustle. So if you guys have any like requests on art that you want on like small canvases, big canvases. This is actually my latest piece. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have anything you want on a canvas, you can let me know now, or you can like message the Instagram I left in the comment section and let me know what you want. And if you don't live here, then we'll figure out a way. Hello, Robbie. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you so much for being a loyal subscriber. So yeah, this live, we did want to get more into detail about our last video. We have not gotten any criticism as of now. The video actually, like, I'm gonna say blew up in our terms because, you know, even if it's a little bit.
That's the video that went the farthest.
Yeah, it went the furthest and it went quickest. So, like I was saying, we were talking about how we're basically making George Floyd famous and not taking into consideration that there was one man, only one that died for our sins on a cross and literally had nails in his hands. Like, and we take that definitely for granted. Hi, Esther. So I kind of wanted to go deeper on that with the mess that just happened. I think yesterday it was, right?
Last night.
Okay, that stuff at Wendy's. If you haven't heard about it, a man was drunk in his car. I think he was asleep.
Well, instead of saying a man, a colored man.
Yes, a man of color, a 27-year-old man of color was in his car drunk. And when these
passed out.
2 police officers, not of color, approached him, yada 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 happened. He didn't pass the sobriety test, and one thing led to another. The man of color grabbed the taser of the police officer, and the man was shot and killed
3 times. Well, he wasn't killed 3 times. He was shot 3 times.
And then the Wendy's go up in flames because right after you shoot somebody, light it on fire.
And then another protest started about that.
Yes. So I just want to stay sane. When I hear about Wendy's going up in flames, it's not even like just Wendy's.
Wendy's
like,
is our hometown.
There's another man that died. But folks are out here saying that the police officers, what they did was wrong.
We want to come out and give our opinions about this. Can I go first?
And if this gets us criticism, well,
we'll take it like a champ.
Well. And if you have opinions on this topic, you can go ahead and comment them too. So yeah, you can start.
Okay. So first, the man was drunk on the outside of Wendy's. and he was passed out. So, I guess someone called, and the police, I don't really think they had a problem with the guy. They were just asking him. They did a sobriety test. He didn't pass. So, they take him to jail. He gets bailed out. Well, they try to take him to jail. He will get bailed out, and that's it. He actually goes home safe. He has 4 children, and that didn't happen. And I think that those 2 cops were actually fired, and I don't think it should have been like that. Just because all this stuff with racism and white cops killing white cops killing colored people, and colored cops killing white folks.
Tell me why you think he was given a sobriety test for sleeping in his car. Okay, so I knew someone was gonna say that, and it had I was thinking about it. Yes, okay, he was sleeping, but yes, and nothing happened. But if it were anyone else, okay, it could have been anybody literally sleeping in their car. You never know what that person could have woke up and done, or maybe he was just being completely innocent and just there. But it's a normal check. Like, police officers do this every day. Like, that's what they do. Check on people, make sure that everyone's safe. Regardless of if you were just sleeping, all they wanted was a test.
And he was still behind the wheel. That could have been a danger if he was.
Right. Like, I'd assume that the police officers were doing what they normally do. Like, hey, can we have a sobriety test? Whatever. He took it. He failed it. Okay, so now you're still behind a vehicle. So, I think that, and this is I'm saying this at my own will. I definitely think that what happened to those police officers.
It doesn't matter.
That definitely does not matter.
Doesn't matter.
It could have been. So you're telling me it would have been okay if the vehicle was moving. It would have been okay for the police officers to do what they had did if the vehicle was moving. So just because it was stopped, the police officers are wrong.
It was actually better for them to stop him when the vehicle was stopped than him moving.
Right. My thing is, if you failed the test, you failed it. Now just
take the consequences.
You failed it, okay? My thing is, you can't arrest someone for just being drunk. But he was behind a vehicle. So
he's putting other people in danger.
Right. That vehicle hence could have been started once they had left. Just because he was drunk and behind a stopped car, I don't think is enough reason as to.
And if he crashed into someone, then he'll be taken into jail. So why not take him into jail? Just let him sleep it off at jail and then get bailed out.
My thing is, he failed the sobriety test. At that moment, you did not have to do what he did.
He took
what do you call it? The taser.
Yeah, taser.
That was not it.
You don't do that.
And then the fact that he has the taser in his hand,
pointing
the
at
only
the cop.
thing else for the cop to do, it was the cops versus the man, and his rights were infringed upon. I guess there's going to be different views to this, but he was in a public space. He was in a public area where other people were, and maybe, okay, the cops looked at him, you're drunk behind a vehicle, it stopped, okay, but it is a public place. And I'm definitely not, defending
We're not defending
him dying
nobody,
or anything, but it didn't have to go that way. If he failed the sobriety test, all right, now deal with the consequences. Simple, but no, he definitely took about it the whole wrong way. If he would have just calmly been like, oh, okay, yeah, I failed, whatever, okay, he still would have been alive. Another thing is, something that really impacted us today from service was that this whole thing about, I don't want to say this the wrong way, but the Black Lives Matter movement, right? We definitely support the fact that Black Lives Matter, because yes, that is very correct. All lives matter, and that's on big period, okay? I honestly think that there's more to this Black Lives Matter thing than what we all think. This Black Lives Matter thing is definitely aimed at getting the police, no police type thing. I feel like what most of America is leaning on is basically just, if we don't have police, everybody can do what they want to do. Everybody would have to arm themselves up, and everybody would do justice as they see justice, as they think justice. Without the police, we'd literally be a wreck. Like, we'd be a mess. And we're trying to take away the people that are supposed to keep us safe. Yes, what they do sometimes is completely out of hand. But what they did at Wendy's, I think they were just following protocol, because if you are trained for a job, that's the job you're going to do. Regardless if he was in a stock car, in a moving car, in a flying car, in a swimming car, he was in a car and he was drunk. So there goes the safety of the people around him. Maybe it wasn't moving, but
it doesn't matter what they want.
Yeah.
Cops are going to do whatever they want to do, and cops are trained to kill. They're trained to kill their target, the people that are a threat to this world. And also,
if it's not, if it's needed, if that force is needed. Some cops, yes, they go out of hand and do some craziness, but
yeah. And also, you said, Annette, you said that he said that he wanted to walk home. But how do cops know that he's actually going to walk home? He can be walking home and literally go to a club or go get something else to drink and to be even more drunk.
Let me share this real quick so we can get more folks. You can keep talking, Alicia.
No, I just that is the problem. What's the problem? I think you girls have to really sit and think about your stance.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'm pretty good with where I stand.
No, yeah, I'm definitely not. This is not a question. Police officers were put here for a reason. We're trying to get rid of them because Black Lives Matter. Because of everything that's going on right now, there has been some, not all, some police officers that have been put in the stance of, difficult situations. Some of them have been complete buffoonery. But
we're talking about Black Lives Matter protests and stuff.
What I think is definitely, police officers are put here for a reason, and right now everyone's using the Black Lives Matter slogan, the movement, whatever you refer to it as. They're using that as an excuse to get rid of them. Defunding the police, what is that going to do? That's going to put everyone in danger of themselves, because you are your own worst enemy, and getting rid of the police isn't going to solve anything. Yes, there are some folks that really just should not be police officers, period. But there are some that honestly do their job, and we cannot continue to plagiarize their job just because of what's going on right now. Because hence, had that man, the colored man at Wendy's, had he have been a different skin color, none of this would be happening. The Black Lives Matter movement wouldn't have been the title. I think that that's an excuse, and people need to stop using that as a, what do you call that? As a token to do whatever the heck I want to a police officer. Because some police officers aren't bad. Some police officers do their job. And I think that these two police officers that happened, whatever happened at Wendy's, regardless if the car was moving, swimming, flying, jumping, they did what they had to do. And if that man had not reached for the taser, I'm sure he would have still been alive, and still his 4 kids still would have had him here. And I'm not trying to sound rude or like selfish or anything, but that situation could have went about a whole different way, because that's what the police officers are trained to do. They're trained to keep the public safe, the majority around them safe. I don't think that their intention was to go into Wendy's and shoot this guy 3 times. That's not it. Change needs to come. Yes, I agree that change needs to come, but defunding the police and looting Wendy's is not the way to bring change. Ripping stop signs out of the ground is not the way to bring change. The way to bring change is, 1, to pray Keep God first and use your mouth because your mouth has power. Throwing stop signs into windows, for what? For what? I honestly think I should definitely become a lawyer. Just like the pastor said, getting rid of the police going to cause more violence. Not all police had, not all, oh, bad. Not all black bad, not all whites racist, just facts. You're talking facts for sure. I'm saying that this Black Lives Matter, yes, all lives matter. Stop using Black Lives Matter as a, every time you write, you move the table. So write like up a little bit. Every time you use the Black Lives Matter, you are literally, like Black Lives Matter, police don't matter, period, done deal. No, it's not true. The police are put there, as I said in the last video, as little angels to protect. If they don't protect, everyone has their power in their own hands, and not everybody believes in the same thing. And the people that are doing that aren't doing it for the right reason. Thank you. Are you crying?
My eyes are running.
Okay, go. I want to hear some passionate. I'm gonna keep rebuttaling my thoughts.
Thank you. Okay, so for Annette that is thinking the opposite,
nothing the opposite per se. Maybe think of it at every standpoint.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you agree with the Black Lives Matter. But
to be a judge, Judge Judy. Do you guys know who set fire to the building?
No, we don't.
These public places have nothing to do. Facts. Regardless of who said it, it doesn't matter.
So if I'm talking to Annette or anybody in general, if you were a cop and someone was pointing a taser towards you, when you're becoming a cop, you get tased to see how it actually feels.
Right.
So if you see that when a cop tases someone, if I'm tasing her right now, she's gonna fall to the ground.
Right.
So what if that man, he's drunk, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he thinks that he has more power than the cop because he's drunk? What if he was to tase the cop to the ground? What if she was to tase me down to the ground and grab my gun and he kills me? He's drunk. He's still roaming around the streets while he's drunk, and the cop's just down shot. He wasn't pointing a taser at them. He was running away, and they got shot. Him.
Okay. Let me I have 3 things to say. 1, hi guys, miss you guys. Say hello to everyone for me. We will do.
Oh, hi.
We will do. Thank you for joining. I have 3 things to say. Oh, I can't pin, whatever. Okay, but yeah, we will do that. 1, regardless of if he was running, jumping, juggling the taser, he shouldn't have done that because I will feel at danger if anyone snatches a taser out of my,
you don't get a taser from a cop. You just don't do that.
You're looking for trouble. Yeah. What comes to your head? Oh, he's not gonna tase me. He's gonna run away from me and not do it. No. Oh, he just snatched my taser. Like,
the cop's gonna think the worst.
No, nobody in that second is gonna think, oh my god, he's gonna run with my taser. No. And he's drunk. He is drunk. You don't think the same. Another thing is, since everybody is so stuck on the fact that the car was stopped, what if the car was moving on a highway? At the end of the day, taking a taser doesn't mean they get to kill him. Taking a taser is not smart. You're looking for something to happen.
That's another weapon.
You failed the sobriety test. Now deal with the consequences. You're drunk in the street. You're at Wendy's. For what?
Causing a big scene.
You know what happens when you fail a sobriety test. Everyone knows what happens. You deal with the consequences. Stay at home if you get drunk. My thing is, if this would have happened in the middle of the highway with a white male, nobody would have anything to say. Oh, just another day. Everyone needs to stop using this Black Lives Matter thing as a little slogan to say, beat the police. Because the police are the ones that keep us safe, regardless of if there's some, what's that one saying that says, one bad apple doesn't ruin the bunch.
Never
something like
heard
that.
it.
It says something like that. Whatever. One bad fruit does not ruin the rest of them.
I'm pretty sure they all still good. Don't got no mold on.
Facts. As long as one don't, yeah, I'm gonna still eat the apple. Anyways, if he was in the middle of the highway, that would have been an actual crime. I don't think they are saying that he deserved to be killed.
Wait,
we're not.
Hold on. If he was stopped on the highway, stopped on the side, it still would have been the same problem because it still would have been the same scenario, the same thing. He probably would have still taken the taser. He was looking for danger. He got shot. I think he brought it on to himself. They just want to be judge and jury.
To be giving him credit for. That's definitely not it.
I'm pretty sure he was stopped in his car because he couldn't take the liquor no more.
My thing is, everybody's gonna get offended, or some people are gonna get offended, some people are gonna get hurt, and unfortunately some people are gonna get butt hurt. But what we're not gonna do is, try to balance out facts and lies, okay?
I thought the same thing, Cam.
Deal with the truth. Had the man not have gone for the taser, nobody would be saying anything because the man would have still been alive, okay? Don't go to Wendy's when you're drunk to sleep in your car. Sleep at home. Another thing, let me just say this. What good is it gonna be with no police? Tell me what. So now because he gets shot, the two men are laid off. What's different? The world is still at its conflict point. Nothing's different. Everyone is allowed to have their own opinion. Agree to disagree, ija. Honestly, I'm not gonna go further on in discussing what was wrong, what was right. Although the police officers in this case, I don't think they were wrong. And TheADuo in the house, I don't think the police officers were wrong. The man should have never reached for the taser, regardless if the car was flying, squatting, jumping, diving,
staying there, not moving.
He was drunk in a public area, hence a possible threat. And with a taser, you're drunk. Okay, the police officer is not gonna think he's gonna run. He's not gonna tase me. No. So,
okay. So again, this whole thing came out of because in we're talking about protest. Black Lives Matter. It's just like too much about protesting. And like we said, we need to stop making other people famous. They died. I feel bad. I mean, he did what he did. George Floyd, he died. The man died. It just, okay, we're done with that. We did. Everybody protest. They did what they had to do. It's over. But now, in our last video, we said that we're making everybody else famous but God. It's just, it's too much.
Another thing is with the brainwash, it's definitely not that. What it is that people right now are being brainwashed by the whole, man, I wish I had my pastor here. Oh, he's going to be a special guest. I swear we're going to get him. We're going to get him on here. Being brainwashed and knowing that there's something deeper than Black Lives Matter, that's two complete different things. Because knowing that there's something that's trying to divide the nation more than it is uniting it, that's something different.
Esther, he needs to come.
I am sweating with how much I just wish people would stop trying to turn to the media and start turning to God. Because without God, nothing is possible. Without God, there's no change that's going to be possible. Without God and with the media, all you're going to do is drive yourself into a hole. So if you really believe that this man had no wrongdoing in what happened at Wendy's, then I'm sorry, you're brainwashed. I agree. In my opinion, the protesting is a powerful thing. Just can't be taken too far with the violence, like you said. Amen. I'm just saying we need more Jesus and less critic racism, point blank, period. Thank you. No one is God and no one on this earth is going to bring the man back, okay? regardless if you think it's wrong or right, Black Lives Matter, saying that is not going to bring change to this world. Defunding the people that are meant to protect us, even if some of them do wrong, is not going to make this nation any better. You're bringing yourself into a deeper hole that you're expecting for a police officer to fix. Stop looking for change in humans, because a human will always fail you. Look for the one that is no longer on this earth as a man, but the one that has the power to bring change, okay? Woo!
Oh my hair.
Listen. Call us brainwashed. Call us, what else can they call us? Stupid. Call us.
Tell us that we're just sitting down and thinking our own and not considering other people.
Right.
But we have a voice. We can say what we want to say. We can say what we think. And our pastor today, racism doesn't come out of nowhere. Racism is a spirit that people get, and instead of protesting, we need to pray about everything. We need to say what's wrong. We need to say that there's a God that can actually help us in this, and we, instead of protesting and saying Black Lives Matter, we should say all lives matter, and we should start praying to God. I'm sorry, I got a little hype there.
Okay, there's a quote, okay, that my pastor said today that we really need to keep into consideration, okay? My knees are sweating, okay? My knees don't sweat, but they're sweating. The problems are the pretense of God so that you will seek him. Let me explain. There are so many problems in the world right now, and who is everybody turning to? The media, CNN, the news. Oh my God, this, Google. Bro, I swear, Google is making bank, okay? Instead of us turning to another human, why are we turning to the one that can bring change to this mess? Why is everybody trying to come up with solutions? Okay. Let me compare this.
They're making fun of your
there's something else. There's something else. All right. Y'all over here waiting on a scientist to figure out a cure for coronavirus. Still hasn't happened. Why aren't y'all defunding scientists? They still haven't come up with a change. They still haven't come up with anything. So because the police officers aren't bringing change to the mess that our humans are creating today, you're defunding them for doing their job? Question mark. Stop trying to put yourself in shoes that you cannot fill. You are not God. What you need to do is wait on him, his time. Use your mouth. Instead of saying, oh my God, he was sitting in a parked car, instead of trying to justify what happened to someone else in your community, in your nation, start praying for change so it won't happen to anyone else. Start praying. I'm not saying go and throw chairs into Chick-fil-A, light up Wendy's on fire. Regardless of who set the fire was set. What can you do? Pray. God is the only one that has the power to bring us out of it. And I don't know how many times I have to repeat it to y'all. But, okay, in the midst of all these problems, we should be looking for God. We should be looking for him. He's the only one that's going to bring us out of this mess. And he's the only one that's going to let us be able to say, we got through it because of him, not because of anybody else. Let me see. When we say Black Lives Matter, we aren't forgetting everyone else. We are still saying lives matter, but don't forget about the Black life. All that matters as well. That's what we are saying. I need my Chick-fil-A. I'm just saying. Tell me this. Do you think that the church hasn't been praying for racism to end? Okay, the rich isn't gang. We completely understand you guys, and we support all lives. That's why we think that at the end of the day, the slogan should have always been, from the beginning, all lives matter. All lives matter, because there's a lot of people that take that slogan as an excuse to riot against the police.
Faith without works is dead.
Faith without works, right? But faith and burning up a Chick-fil-A together doesn't equal a life. So that's not anything. So many people have took us saying Black life. Right. That is very true. That's why I'm saying, and there are really good people out there saying Black Lives Matter for the reason that it was meant to be said in the first place. But there are people that are using that as a slogan. They're using it as a slogan. Put it on my t-shirt and I could go do whatever I want to the police. That's what they're using it as. So we're not saying it for those people that actually know that they are valuable. Because if you are on this earth, you have a reason, you have a purpose. Regardless of your skin color, you could be orange, black, purple, green, yellow. You have a purpose if you're still on this earth. The church has been praying for racism to end. The church has not been throwing chairs into Chick-fil-A. And if you're saying that as a way to say that they're praying for it and it still hasn't stopped, it's not going to happen at our time. It's not going to happen at your time. It's not going to happen at Alicia's time. It's not going to happen at the time that anyone on this earth wants. It's going to happen at God's time. And that's going to happen when everybody comes together and stops trying to take things into your own hands, thinking that you, a human in sin, can do everything, okay? You can't do what only God can do. And that's on, period. Whew, let me take a breath. I need some water.
This topic is crazy because a whole bunch of people have different perspectives of everything, but I don't.
You can be the whole Crayola box. You got a purpose. Amen. Amen. And our thing was not to come on here and discuss with anyone what they believe, what they think. Our thing was to make it clear that no one here is God, okay? God is the only God, and God is the only one that can bring us out of the times of desperation that we're in right now. No witch, no wizard, no magician, no fortune teller, none of those people. None of those people can do what only God can do. It just boils my blood that people will sit here and literally nitpick everything that happened at Wendy's, for example, just to come to me and say we need change and we need to basically get rid of the police. Just because that stuff happened, use it as a reason to seek God. Because if he's the one that holds your answer, why not go for him? You're literally trying to argue with us, telling us this is wrong because he was sitting in a car and he wasn't doing anything and that's not the law, and it happened. It happened. It sucks that it happened, but it happened.
And we can't take it back.
Use that as your ammunition to continue going, to continue fighting, not physically, mentally. Start using your mouth for what it was made for, to speak life, to speak power, to speak prosperity, to speak wisdom, to speak something that is going to enlighten and enrich the life of someone else. Stop trying to use your mouth to just critique or to just try to discuss through a screen who was right and who was wrong. Listen. Listen. It's crazy how everybody becomes a pastor for what they believe in, even if it's false. Okay, everybody will sit here and pull up facts, but your credibility and mine are two different things, because I get my information from God, not from CNN, not from something that a person makes, not from something that another human like me, like Alicia, is making behind a screen, making bank, by the way, off so you can believe it. Because y'all, honestly, I think some people believe whatever is put on a screen that has a little made by CNN. They literally believe anything. Anything. Everyone's being so brainwashed. Stop being brainwashed, okay? Stop thinking that you can do it all by holding up a sign that says stop killing us. No, pray, pray, pray. Thank you for joining our live, by the way.
Have a great day.
Have a beautiful rest of your day.
I also want to say the news. Okay, the devil puts the news to give you a spirit of fear. You watching the news, you watching CNN 10 every 10 minutes of the day, you getting those notifications. New coronavirus, more people have died. Another protest, another Wendy's down, another Starbucks, another Chick-fil-A broken into. That is giving you a spirit of fear. The spirit of fear makes you die. It makes you die before your time. You watching CNN 10 all the time does not do anything. Instead of getting your information from a CNN 10 news, you need to get your information from God. He gives you the news that you're supposed to hear. CNN 10 it just puts it all out of proportion because it makes you get more fear. The fear doesn't do anything for you. If you want to watch CNN 10, okay, you can watch it for about 10 minutes just to be informed about what's going on. But don't be influenced. Don't be watching CNN 10 where every day you have to watch the news to see what's going on. You can pray to see what's going on. God can reveal it to you. After you pray, go to sleep. He can reveal it to you. You don't have to be watching CNN 10. And I'm getting hot right now. But stop watching the news. It's giving you the spirit of fear. And the spirit of fear is going to make you die early than your time.
Sheesh.
Oh, get hot.
People need to stop breaking the law and pretending for law enforcement to stay hand tied just because of everything is going on. And then call it racism. Stop using the Black Lives Matter movement as a reason to go ahead and do whatever you want to do to the po-po. No, because then when something like this goes on, hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag Blackout Tuesday, hashtag this, hashtag that. Stop hashtagging. Start looking and seeking for God, okay? And here's another thing that we're definitely going to put out there. Maturity, to be mature, you have to go through hurt, okay? If you can sit here and argue with me about what's going on right now, instead of using all that energy to argue with me and try to get some kind of point across, pray, okay? We've prayed. There are things that don't and will never get done at our time. That's God's time to do. We cannot control, and that goes for everyone, not just certain ethnicity. For real, all lives matter. You all have a say. You are on this earth for a reason, for a purpose. Okay, I'm kind of bamboozled at this whole, thing where people still have the guts to discuss what's going on in the world right now. Like in a way as to they really just want to get the last word because they feel like they're correct. And everyone's entitled to their own opinion by all means. But who's making your statement credible and who's making ours credible? Okay? No one is more powerful. No one is more accurate. No one is more correct. No one is more perfect than God. And that's just period with a capital P. Anywho. Oh, it's hot in here.
It sure is.
Y'all got a free preaching. We should have made this a video. Y'all got a whole free preaching. I need to get water hose. Y'all on fire. Cool down.
I need to get some water.
We need the pastor. We need the youth pastor. We need them because maybe hearing it from us being two teenage girls, maybe it's not credible to you because, we haven't had experience in this world as much as they have. But maybe hearing it from them and hearing it from the same beliefs, but a different point of view, maybe that'll be better for y'all. But we're definitely going to work on that, I'm telling you. But for some people, you just need to have God in the flesh for them to understand. And I'm sorry, but if you need that much proof,
we'll lay a hand on you.
We praying.
And also, you can only get wisdom if you're mature enough. You can't.
Don't expect wisdom, okay, without suffering.
Yes.
We need real pastors, LOL. Period.
We are your real pastors.
We're pastors
We're
for the
becoming
night.
one.
Pastors for the night. Okay. Let me go ahead and say that this was not meant, I'm going to repeat this again because some people tend to take this as, oh, we're trying to shove religion down your throat. This is not a religion. This is just straight facts. Period.
Facts.
I said facts. Facts. Okay, these are the beliefs and the roots that is going to take you up there, okay? Some people would rather stay in their bubble and not speak up or speak up to make the people around them happy. Stop using hashtag Black Lives Matter, okay, to protest in a way that's not going to bring change. Violence doesn't bring change, okay? Praying to God and trusting in God and knowing that God, only God, is going to bring you out of your situation, that's the way change comes. Not through CNN, okay? CNN is going to make it seem like it's this big thing when really it's literally this small, okay? This is not meant to disrespect anyone. This is not meant to make anyone feel hurt. This is not meant to push people away from our channel because at the end of the day, we are two youth girls that genuinely love, doing what we do. And we've been doing this for a little bit of time, but we definitely need to make God famous and stop trying to worry about what CNN is saying, what's another news channel?
CNN, Fox News.
Fox
Again,
5.
that is giving you a spirit of fear. That makes you die early.
Stop living in fear. Okay?
Stop living in fear. Walk by faith. Pray.
I just want to say, okay, that if you're still wondering about why everything is going on and why no change is coming, think about what you're doing in the time that you could be praying. Are you outside holding up Black Lives Matter signs, or are you taking real action that's going to count at the end of the day?
Or are you watching CNN?
Because that hashtag Black Lives Matter is only going to get you so far. Okay, you're over here worried about what's going on with the next guy at a Wendy's drive-thru trying to tell me this is right and this is wrong and this is the law and this is not. What are you doing to bring change? That man passed. Unfortunately, it's sad to say, but he did make some poor decisions that night. Have you seen the video of people of another race spray painting Black Lives Matter on buildings to make it seem like it's us? We aren't the only ones destroying things. Come on. That's definitely very true. And we're not saying that it's only people of color that are going out and destroying things. We're not saying that. What we're saying is people need to stop using it as an excuse to cause damage, to cause violence, to riot against the police, because those police officers, the bad ones, are not going to make the good ones any bad. Like they're not bad. They're not all bad. Some of them are genuinely here to protect the people that they care for, their community, their nation.
For it.
Right. We are not coming against the Black race. We love every ethnicity, every race. Doesn't matter. Everyone, like we said, has a purpose, has potential, they have power in their mouths. And if y'all, everyone, us included, would start using it for power, for life, to bring prosperity